So guys, before we start on the dish of today, I just want to give a big shout out to Dave Titoad, who made this video possible. Dave Titoad runs a Velvet Monkey Foundation in Limpopo, which is actually totally vegan. He's helping these monkeys that are orphaned, that are injured, that are in some kind of difficult situation. And if you like to see what these guys do, it is really amazing. I'll leave a link on my description. Please check it out. But anyway guys, today's topic, we are making beef shank. So a friend of mine asked me to make a beef shank. I don't know if you saw recently I made a lamb shank, and he said it was too tough for him. He doesn't want tough stuff. Really, it wasn't really tough, but I know where the problem is. The problem is there, guys. So anyway, he requested that please make something more soft but still with that meaty texture. So that's exactly what we're going to try to do today. I always, if you've been following me, you know that there is always 4 things involved when I cook, and that's your flavor, texture, nutrients, and color. But today we're going to concentrate on the nutrients and texture, but let's just say more on the texture side of things, and that's where we're going to achieve this soft but still stretchy and meaty texture. That's what we do. But without further ado, let's get on with it.
Okay, so it's always best to sieve your flour before you work on it, because as you know, flours are packed in the shops to each other, and you find that there's a bit of lumps there. So make sure you sieve your flour first. By the way guys, here the coffee and the cocoa powder is not really for flavor. It is basically for your color, to achieve the color that you want, nothing else. And then of course your paprika is definitely for your flavor.
By the way, I just want to say, if you really want to achieve what I'm trying to show you guys today, you really have to watch it through, because in between I'm going to be sharing 3-4 things that you really need to understand, so that when you get to try this recipe at home, you will not fail.
So as you probably know by now, there's nothing that is as important as to make sure that your dough rests. That way it's very easy to work with it. Yeah, so you'll notice here, unlike my other recipes, when I'm making beef, here I do not add liquid smoke at all, or oyster sauce or oyster sherry, none of that. It was only the marmite which added like a powerful flavor. This combination is superb. Yeah, so as you can see here, the dough is almost like a porridge, but anyway, so the whole idea there, let it rest again, play around with it, and it will become like film again. As you can see now, it's different because it's rested. So guys, there's really power in the resting of the dough. Okay, so here you don't really have to use the vegan butter. You can always use the certain types of oil, like your olive oil, coconut oil, whatever you want to use. You can use those things instead of butter. Okay, so basically this piece of sweet potato is just to make sure there is that wall that we need for later when we are making our bone. So make sure you've got, whether you're using yam or sweet potato, but just make sure you've got a wall there, so that later you are able to thrust this meat with your bone. And yeah, I was so desperate. I really wanted to make this recipe, but I didn't have like your cheesecloth, or like if you've seen some of my videos, I normally use like your cabbage leaves and stuff like that. So I didn't have those things, so I had to use that paper, which at the end it gave me a grief, to take it off. But anyway, I made a plan. So here, to get the color that we are looking for, basically the secret is make sure that once this thing is in the oven, just flip it around once in a while, flip it around, and then you achieve the color that you want. And your liquid will also thicken, because remember we've put some ketchup there, so the liquid will definitely thicken as it cooks along and come up with a very nice barbecue.
Okay guys, so if it's your first time here and you're finding that there is any value of some sort, please hit the subscription button, smash that notification button so you don't get to miss out next time when I post.
Yeah, as you can see here, this is definitely the color that we're looking for, but it's gonna get better. We just have to apply our rub and put it on fire a bit and then start smoking it. You'll see the color will be superb. You can actually use any rub that you prefer, but otherwise if you want to use my particular one, I do have a link on the description, no worries. Okay guys, so I really would love to know where you're watching from. So if you don't mind, just drop a flag on the comments below, or just a city. Tell me where you're watching from, and if you can, just tell me what you love to see in the future that I can veganize within your country, your region, your culture, whatever it is.
Okay guys, so I really don't I really don't want to lie to you guys and say I pretend as if I'm just testing it now, because I've already tested it and the taste is really amazing. I love it, the texture and the color. We did really achieve what we were looking for, but though I do think that probably there was too much liquid, because it is stretchy, and if you really noticed, it looked as if it's not cooked through, but it's super cooked and for hours. Remember, we smoked it, we put it's cooked for hours. So but I think the liquid was a bit too much. So but don't worry, on the description I'll modify the recipe for you. So yeah, don't worry, you'll get it right, okay. So it's only that, but otherwise it is it's beautiful, it's nice. As I said, I think it's too much, it's wet. It's almost like just have to reduce the water, and basically that's all. Otherwise, it's very nice. Thanks for watching.